Guitar Heroes, Eric Andreas, your guitar sage here, and I have just what you needed. That's right. The best riffs from the Cars. Here we go. This is how it's gonna go. I'm gonna show you the main riff to these songs. We're not gonna bother with the whole song. Just gonna look at the main riff, and then I'm gonna provide the tab for you. You ready? Let's shift it into high gear. Here we go. Drive. Okay, man, here it goes. It goes like this. In the key of B. And if you've tried to figure the song out by ear, probably frustrated you, because this is what's happening. We're going from a B major to a B major 7, right? So it's basically the same chord, except we're twisting one little note. And it goes like this. What I'm doing, because of course this is keys, right? We're not hearing a guitar there. What I'm doing is I'm hitting the bass note, which is a B, and then I'm hitting strings 3 and 4 as if I'm playing an E bar chord form here at the 7th fret. So I'm just playing those two middle strings, 3 and 4. Right? And then this note here is going down a half step, which creates that kind of B major 7 sound. Okay, so again, it's essentially a B major chord, the bar chord, except we're just playing strings 6, 4, and 3, and it's got this vibe to it. And the way that I'm doing that is I have the whole chord chorded, fingers down, and I go. So after I hit it, the high notes, I lift my fingers off, or I lift the strings off of the fretboard. I don't lift my fingers off of the strings, I just lift the strings off the fretboard. The last one I hold it. Then change the chord, so this finger goes down, or that note goes down a half step. Finger it however you want. I'm fingering it with 1, 2, and 3. Same technique, right? You can hear me on that third one, holding it. And so the pattern goes like this. Major, major 7, major, major. And that's the entire motif, okay? That's the entire motif. It just goes major, major 7, major, major. And then that'll repeat throughout the song. That's it. Here's the tab. Just what you needed, super easy, right? This one is just using power chords, or at least in the beginning part, the part that I'm showing you. So we have this E power chord that's on, which if you don't know what a power chord is here on YouTube, just search Your Guitar Sage power chords and I'll show you all about them. But essentially it's when you leave out the third of the chord, the note that makes it major or minor. And so in this case here, we're on strings 5 and 4. First finger's on fret 7. My third finger is on fret 9, and I'm muting the other strings around it by just kind of fat fingering my finger, laying them across the other strings that don't need to be played. So in this case here, for that beginning part, right, we're just going. Once we're into the verse, then we're going to move this thing around. Other than that, we're right hand muting. I have a tutorial for that on YouTube. Just search YourGuitarSage muting, and I'll show you all about that. I'm sure you know how to do that, though. Okay, so now we're going to move this power chord around. So it's going to look something like this. Bass note is going to be off of the 7th fret of the 5th string. And we're moving it down a string. Then we're moving it up a whole step. Then we're moving it, so this is the 9th fret, by the way, 6th string. And then now we're positioning this power chord on the 4th fret. So altogether it's going to look something like this. I don't mind you coming here, wasting all my time, 'cause we're sitting all so near, trying to lose my mind, yeah. Okay, so that's all we're doing here. Now later on he gets into some other bits, we won't go into it, but basically it's like a boogie woogie bit. More on that, I've got videos for that. Search YourGuitarSage Boogie Woogie and you'll find out what you're looking for. Here's the tab. Best Friend's Girl. Let's do this one. Super easy. Again, we're looking at power chords, which is when we're just playing the 1 and the 5 of the chord. The 5, the 1 and the 5 being as if we played the major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just playing the 1 and a 5. That's why they call it a 5. So this would be called an F5, and then a B flat 5, and then a C 5. And these are the 1, the 4, and the 5 chords from this particular key of F. So an F, a B flat, and a C. And so we're just using those power chords. We're muting, right hand muting, and which just taking a little bit of that fleshy part of your palm and laying it on the bridge there to get that nice rock and roll sound instead of this, which sounds terrible. Okay, and so our chords, easy enough. This is on strings 6 and 5, and then we're on strings 5 and 4, and we're moving it up a whole step. Now, as far as the rhythms, you know, for the most part, it's just that kind of so it's that kind of emphasis. Bump, 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 bump. Okay? Except at the end of that phrase, or starting the next phrase, he does this bit that goes buck-a-bump, buck-a-bump. Okay? So like this. All right, super fun, super easy. Here's the tab. Good times roll. Yeah. All right, so this is a cool one. I dig this one. We're using some fuzz, and I've seen lots of tabs for this, and I haven't seen one that's right. So my ear is not saying that we're hitting that octave like I see a lot of folks teach on the internet and in the tabs. It's just not right. So he's just doing a natural bit here. I've done this always, like where you're keeping in time with the song on the downbeat, and then you're kind of picking up. It's like it's a reggae thing, right? Or ska. So it's when you're hitting down, and that's where people are thinking they're hitting the octave. And it's just not happening. It just doesn't sound right. So what's happening is he's doing like a hitting down on the downbeats. Okay, so you're hitting down with your hand on the downbeat and then plucking the 7th fret of the 6th string. So like this. Okay, and we're just muting. And then in between that, he's hitting 7/7 on strings 1 and 2, which completes that B major chord, really. It could be a B minor chord, but it's a B major. The song's in B major, I'm pretty sure. Either way, it doesn't matter. We're not using the note that makes it major or minor. We're just using 1s and 5s out of the scale. So you don't have to know all that. Just this is 7, and then the top notes are 7 and 7 on strings 1 and 2. And so the motif or musical idea goes like this. Let the good times roll. Right? Then we're going down. So you take that same motif, move it down. Right? So same thing. Now, if you're having a problem with this, just do it nice and slow. Take your time with this, right? Anything that you want to learn fast, you learn slow, slow and sure, and the more repetition, that increases your speed. You don't have to press against your speed. You just have to just get it accurate, and the speed is a byproduct of accuracy, okay? Always accuracy first. All right, here's the tab. You might think, power chords again. This time we're in the key of D, and these power chords, this first power chord is on strings 5 and 4. And then we're moving that down to, so we're at the 5th fret, right? And we're moving it down to the 3rd fret off the 6th string. And we're moving it up a whole step and back to the D. Now, if you hear me talk about the 1, 4, 5, often that's what we got happening here. So we got that 1, 4, 5 happening. Here's the 1, here's the 4, here's the 5, and back to the 1. The most used chord progression in all times, right? And now they go up to the 6, the minor 6, but we're playing power chords. Again, now that's the 4 most used chords of all the time. 1, 4, 5, minor 6. And they use it fine here, right? So, and that's what the tab is for here, but I'm going to give you a little extra here, okay? So now what we got is, so the very last time around before the singing happens, it goes to the 6, and that is it. Now, check this out. This is the tab that's just for the first part that I showed you, but you know that when you go up to that 6, yeah, here's the tab. Rock stars, that is it. Now, if you like this video, please go ahead and hit thumbs up, hit subscribe, notification bell, all videos, all that jazz. And friends, before you go anywhere, if any of this went over your head or if you need help, I've got a free course for you. It's called the Unstoppable Guitar System Standard. I've had 500,000 people go through this already. It has absolutely changed their guitar life. This is the same exact course that I will walk you through here in Nashville, Tennessee, except it will be well over $1,000. I do this all the time. I've done it for decades with folks. I've taught the same stuff. and made thousands of dollars just by teaching folks one-on-one. However, my time is limited. That's why I created a course for you, and with a click of a button, you literally can get that. The very first link below, YourGuitarSage.com/30, will get you into that course, replete with PDFs, step-by-step, the whole enchilada. But if you're watching on mobile and you need help, then just text me. I mean it. Just text me. Text 833-744-0154 and type the word free, F-R-E-E, to that number, and I will set you up with this course. That's right. I want to teach you how to play guitar. Friends, please let me know how I can help. I'm here for you. All right? As always, be kind to all beings. Do the right thing always. Practice your guitar. I'll see you in the next video.